Welcome to Quesadillas Crafts. My name's Casey, and if you're returning to my channel or you're new, I just want to say, hey! Today we have this awesome tier tray truck to make, and we're going to go ahead and start with supplies first. So I found this little red planter truck that we're going to paint. I got black paint, some pumpkins, and a little bit of raffia. Okay, so what we're gonna go ahead and do first is we're gonna pull that truck out of the box, just kind of showing you around the sides of it. So I actually went ahead and used elephant chalk paint instead to start with the base, and then we're gonna go ahead and use the black over the gray. Okay, so I was gonna first just paint the red part of the truck, and then I decided it was just going to be a lot easier if I painted the entire truck, so that way it was all the same color and some of it wasn't glossy and some of it was matte. So we're just going to go ahead and paint this little red truck here. I did happen to do 2 coats of this. It still could have probably used a third, but because I put the black around the gray, you'll never even know that that red was showing through. So we're gonna get started with painting this here truck gray. And then once we get to the next step, we'll go ahead and start explaining a little bit more. Perfect. Next step, we're gonna grab some Waverly chalk paint in white, and we are going to paint these little windows white. They can be any color, honestly. You could have painted them black, you can keep them gray, you could paint them orange. I painted mine white, that's how they originally were. I kind of just liked the look of it, so I went ahead and painted all the windows white. The 2 sides, the front, and the back. And then we're going to next paint the tires, but first we're just gonna do, I believe, a coat on each window. And right now would be the perfect time to say, hey, if you guys could please hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and comment. Definitely helps out my channel to get my name out there so a lot more people can see me, letting YouTube know that people want to see my content. That would be amazing. So we're just gonna go ahead and get that window painted. I do believe we just have the back left. Let's see. Okay, back to the second coat of white. Everything looks good. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and grab black paint. And we're gonna paint those tires. I was originally gonna keep them the black that they were, but then I was afraid that the shininess would look funny with the black, the matte gray and the matte white. So we're just gonna go ahead and paint over those with black paint. And honestly, this is just the way that I painted it. You don't have to. My thing is I'm just here to give the idea, and you guys can paint it however you want. That's the great thing about crafting, is it doesn't have to be exactly. Okay, so we're just getting those tires painted, flipping it over and getting this side done. All right, awesome. I just love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays, and I get so inspired making all these different Halloween crafts. It just is the best ever. Honestly, I could probably have Halloween up year round. Okay, so we're just getting those tires painted. See, and then I had a little bit of red showing, and I'm like, oh, I'll just put a dash of black there. And then I'm like, well, that's not gonna be okay. So then we just went with it and put black all over. So I just did a little bit of dabbing everywhere. And then around the windows, I kind of did a light dabbing, like a dry brushing over it, just to kind of blend the window and the truck so it wasn't such a sharp white and gray line. So we're just gonna go ahead and get all of that covered with black. You don't really need to do the inside of the bed of the truck, just because if you're gonna fill it, you're not gonna see it anyway. So I just kind of did around the outside edges of this truck. Now you can do more details to it, putting little headlights if you wanted, putting black backlights if you wanted, painting the bumpers and everything. It really just all depends on you and how you want your truck to look. This is just kind of the look that I was going for. Okay, so we're just adding a little bit more black paint everywhere, just dabbing that over. All right, and I think it gave it a lot more dimension and gave it a little older look, so it didn't look like it was brand new. Okay, we're almost done, I believe, getting all of this black paint on the truck. The only tricky part about painting this truck is there wasn't a lot to hang onto that wasn't painted. That was one of the tricky parts of this. Okay, so we're just dabbing away. The best kind of brush to use for like dry brushing is more of a stiffer brush. You can get stiffer brushes, or you can even make your own by cutting a paintbrush that you already have down, and then that will make it to where it's kind of firmer bristles, which makes dry brushing a little bit easier. The softer the brush is not easy to dry brush on paint. There I am, just going ahead and painting that bumper black. That way kind of give it a little bit of a definition from the bumper to the truck. All right, I think this truck is looking amazing. What do you guys think? Okay, just getting that back windshield, getting around the edges of the windows again. Kind of just taking a look at everything. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put that paint aside. Okay, there's the raffia that we're gonna go ahead and just kind of put at the bottom of the truck, just kind of as a filler, to make it kind of look like hay. Not that I really don't think you could see it anyway, but hey, we know it's there and it's giving it somewhat of a look, right? Okay, and then once all the raffia is inside of the truck, we're gonna go ahead and grab these pumpkins. You can set them any way you want. You could have one pumpkin. You could even do skull heads if you wanted to. Bones. I've seen a lot of people being able to pick up bones from the Dollar Tree. I just happened to go with these 3 pumpkins. Now I wasn't sure if I wanted to stack them all on top of each other, kind of giving it a pyramid look. But the way that I did it was I just went ahead and put one at the bottom to give a little bit more stability, I do believe. And then I put 2 on the truck and then 1 on top of that. Okay, just rearranging things. Nope, I only put the 3. So yeah, I put 2 on the edges and then I put 1 on top, just kind of giving like it a stacking look. and then I glued those together just using my glue gun. If you want to use regular glue, you can do that too. I just use it for the purpose of the video, so that way we're not waiting for glue to dry. Now this is what I originally ended with, and then I just kept looking at it and thought, you know, it just isn't decorated enough. So at the very end, you're gonna see that I added a little bit more stickers to it. I was able to find some bat stickers and some pumpkins, and there is my final look. I think it turned out amazing. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you could please subscribe, like, and comment, that would be amazing. Thank you. Bye.